Hi guys, Joe here. Welcome back to the shop. Today I got a little fab project going on. I drive a Silverado and for some reason that back window is like ridiculously dark, and it's really hard seeing when you're backing up. So I have a backup camera on the thing, but yeah, it's kind of not the greatest thing in the world. I tried putting super bright backup lights in the thing, and no dice. It's just not bright enough. So I got one of these, and this used to be on the front of my truck, and I got a brighter one for the front, and so this is kind of like a spare. And what I'm going to do today is I got a 2-inch piece of tubing here, and I cut another piece like this, and I'm going to put it on there, weld it on, and what I'm going to do is wire this end up to the trailer hitch connector, so when I put the car in reverse I get 36 watts of light coming out the back where I can see. So follow along. It's a pretty quick project, just a little grinding, a little welding, some drilling and tapping, and we'll be done with this thing, and hopefully I'll be able to see out the back window when I'm backing up in the dark. Alright, we got the TIG welder fired up. Got my pieces fabbed here. And we're going to start welding. Everything's clean. I got a clean welding rod, so we're ready to go. Yeah, we need a little more heat. That's 130. That's it. You're done. So, I don't think that's going to fall off. Okay, there it is. I'm just waiting for the connector to hook it up to the trailer socket there. That ought to be here tomorrow. So she mounts right in there. She's ready to go. So all I have to do is, as soon as I get the connector and it gets dark out, I'll aim it. But that's the story there. Well, there's your problem. This is a faucet stem. It's been in my house for a while. And I usually do carry spares of these. Luckily the spare is in the bathroom right now. But they're not too easy to come by, and the problem is that the end of this thing has corroded away. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn a new face on this, and then I'm going to braze on some repair, and then we're going to turn it again and make a new seat for this valve. Alright, save a few bucks. Okay, so I took it apart and basically made some measurements here. Got a sketch. So first thing I'm going to do is just clean up this whole thing on the end here so I can braze it again. So I got it chucked up. I'm just going to run some 80 grit over it to clean up all the cancer here. Alright, now I'm just going to turn this flat here on the end. Okay, now I'm going to braze on some silicon bronze on the end of this thing and build it up so I can turn down the valve seat again. Alright, we had a little change of plan here. Turns out there was too much cancer on the end of that thing, so what I did is I turned a new piece of brass and I put it on there, and I'm just going to braze it on. As soon as that cools down, we'll just turn a new valve seat on it. Alright, got the OD turned down here, and I've drilled out the inside to the right depth with a 9/16 end mill. And now I'm going to just open it up to the correct dimension here. I got to take 20 thou off, and then it should be pretty much ready for tapping. Take one more measurement here so I don't make it too big. I'm looking for 600. It's 585. Yeah. Should be it right there. Alright, let's clean it up now. And drill a hole in the center for a 632 screw. Yep. Alright. Okay, I drilled a hole in there and with a number 36 drill, and now I'm just tapping it. And I don't have a brass screw for this. The old one dissolved. So I'm just going to put a stainless one in here. It ought to be fine. Okay, so here it is. It's all done. And got a new washer for it. So we'll put that in there. We need a screwdriver. Okay. And some plumber's grease here. Faucet and valve grease. Good stuff. Put some of that on. And it goes in like this. Okay. And we get the valve backing. And okay, there we are, one reconditioned valve stem, ready for the next time the other one in there breaks. I got 2 faucets and I got 3 stems, and I've been rotating these around every time the thing craps out. They're hard to find in this particular size. My faucet's a little on the ancient side there, but as long as you got tools, you can keep it alive. So there you go. Okay, got some tools to show you here, recently acquired. Got some really nice 246 blocks here. Paid $60 a set for these things, shipped to my door. And yeah, they're Chinese, but you know, I put a mic on them, and although they're not within their spec of 2 10,000ths, they are within a half a thou in all the dimensions and in parallelism and all that stuff too. So you know, not a bad deal for $30 a piece. They'll come in handy for setting up stuff on the mill. 246 blocks. They got threads in here. They look like 5/8. Every other hole is an empty, and then every other one is threaded. So you know, to be quite honest with you, a lot of times I'm looking to set something up at like 3 inches or 2 inches, and you got to stand those little 1, 2, 3 blocks up, and things get kind of precarious. But with these things here, you know, it'll be stable. These are pretty heavy. I hate to think of what they'd weigh without the holes in them. Anyways, now in order to continue with my tool capability here, I invested in this, and what these are gear cutters. Now this set is DP16, 8 of them. They're pretty nice. You know, they're really good steel. They're well made. Well worth the money. I bought this as a set. They had 2 things. You could buy them just with the cutters, and they were a little under $100 for a set of 8 cutters, which is a hell of a deal considering, you know, I think these are pretty good quality. But in the set, they gave you an option of buying the arbor that goes with it. And this is an R8 arbor, and you know, it's got the spacers on it, so you can set up the cutter. This was 22 millimeters. It fits these cutters. This was $50, and I stuck this thing in the mill and put a dial indicator on it. There's like 0 run out on it. In my my thousandths indicator, I can't even see the needle move, and I didn't bother putting the tenths one on there, but that's plenty good enough for this. So unfortunately, I had ordered some other cutters and they aren't here yet, but this is DP16. I bought also DP8s and DP12s, 1 to 8s, and like I said, the cutter sets were like $80
$89 or something like that, including the shipping. So good deal for that. We'll be making some gears in the future here. I always wanted to make some gears, and I have done them in the past with basically a hand ground fly cutter type of an arrangement. Yeah, it's not that much fun doing it that way. It really vibrates the heck out of everything. So you know, I always wanted to try these, but you know, you buy these things from the tool places and they're like $60 a piece. You know, so to get a set of 8, you know, you're talking $400 or $500. And when these came along, they all had good reviews. They were 5 stars. So I figured, what the heck, I'll take a chance on them. And I gotta say, I mean, they're really high quality. You know, for the money, you can't go wrong.
Alright, so I finally have gotten my complete set of gear cutters here. I'm probably going to order some modular ones too, but these are diametral pitch ones. I already showed you these. They're the 16 pitch ones. I got some 12s, which seem to be covered with some disgusting crap, which I'm going to have to wash off. I got the whole 8 of those. And these were a little cheaper. Those were like $80 for the whole set, so $10 a cutter. And then I got some 8s as well. Same goo on them. It stinks, but I can make some pretty big gears with those. So yeah, just expanding the capabilities of my shop. Now we can make gears. Alright, that's it for the spindle. Thanks for watching.